Happy Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Starting on our butts, nice seated twist. Nice way to get everything warmed up, especially the lower back and the core. Good way to warm up, or open up, I should say. If you're feeling a little stiff, feeling a little tired, maybe you're hungover, you went out last night. All right. Both hands straight up and out, and up, and out, and up, and out. And we're going to go out, forward, plant the right hand, reaching with the left. Plant the left, reach with the right. Feet straight out. Then one foot leg, right foot over left knee, left elbow over right knee, looking straight behind you. For your pretzel stretch. It's probably a better angle. Hands straight up. Kind of see how I'm in a direct line. Let me just skip music for the opening yoga support here. Okay, I'm gonna flip over. Good morning, everybody that's joining. Start on our knees. Get our cat-cows. This is really the lowest hanging fruit to make sure your back doesn't stiffen up on you. If you got a job where you're sitting all day, you're about to maybe get on a long flight. Maybe you pick something up, feel like you strained your back. Really nice, gentle, controlled cat-cows are always a good way back. Lift our left knee, get into our donkey kicks. We're going into our fire hydrants. First 20 to 30 minutes of the workout, depending on if anybody else comes in the gym. If someone else comes in, I just get on the treadmill to make sure I get my run first. But if not, we'll take a good 20, 30 minutes probably to get through some of this yoga, get a kind of minor pre-pump before we start running. And that alone will be a nice full workout, which I think is important to note. You don't need to do an hour and a half, 2 hours, be a total gym rat, psychotic loser like myself. But hopefully in these long live streams, if you just catch a couple things you like, you can integrate it into probably a more reasonable, less time consuming workout. Now I'm pedaling my feet. Just taking my time. When one heel is going to the ground, the opposite leg bends. So right now I can really feel it in my right calf, my left calf. Come down to Vinyasana, upward facing dog. Again, these are all really nice to get your back stretched out, elongated, warmed up. And to prevent soreness, to prevent any injury before it happens. Plant our left foot, right knee to right elbow, up in the air if you can. If you can't, that's fine. Just try to step through. Plant your left hand. Right hand goes straight up in the sky. I know you can't see the upper part of me right now, but you can see the footwork and the hand placement. There's really no weight on the hand. All of it on the feet. Reach forward. Take a breath. Step back. Vinyasana. Upward facing dog. Vinyasana. Downward facing dog. Plant our right foot. Left knee to left elbow. Up in the air if you can. Step through. Same thing, opposite side. Hand down, other hand up in the sky. Make sure you're breathing. Feel that stretch on your exhales. Reach forward. Again, Vinyasana, upward facing dog. Now we're going to go just to an extended plank. Take our right leg, pigeon pose. Let our other leg go straight behind us, really opening up the hips. Now we'll go to the other side. Coming back up to downward facing dog. Plant our left foot. Right knee to right elbow. Straight up in the air. You can see my foot popping up over my head there. This is going to work your core. It's going to work the glute on the leg you're kicking up. Stretch out the calf on your planted foot. And also test out your shoulders, forearms, general upper body strength and endurance, and how long you can just hold that plank position while you're doing that kick work. So we're going for 10. I totally lost count. I'll assume that's 10. Foot down, Vinyasana, upward facing dog, Vinyasana, downward facing dog. Plant our right foot, 10 on the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down into a plank. Hope everyone's having a nice weekend. It's starting to get cold in New York. Now, if you're following along with me here, we've already got a really good burn going, got really good momentum, and we're less than 10 minutes in, and we haven't even gotten on our feet yet, which just shows how much good ground game stuff there is to do. Now we get on our backs. We're going to get into hip thrusts. I don't know what these are called. Humps. Again, very helpful for your lower back, also your hips, your groin. This is an exercise that definitely goes under the radar in terms of obviously the ease and accessibility, where you can do it anywhere, anytime, but also how effective it is for some of those areas that tend to get more sore, little minor injuries more frequently, like our hamstrings, our groin, hips, lower back. You want to make that area strong. It's a great exercise for that. Once you start really feeling like you're gonna burn out, plant one foot. I got my left foot down, right foot straight up in the air, or as best as I can get it up in the air. Plant the right foot, left foot up in the air, as best as I can. And one I like to try every once in a while, but not for beginners, is putting my hands behind my head and going for the full-blown bridge. Which does feel good if you're ready for that and if you've worked your way up to it. Now I'm just holding. Really good burn in the old buns, and especially in the groin. And then we do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more big bridge for shits and giggles. I'll have to review the tape to see how the form looks. It felt a little uneven, but it felt clean, no pain. Anytime you're putting weight right over your head or behind your shoulders, you need to be particularly cautious and conscientious of what you're doing. So moves like that, please do not just try that willy-nilly. Now tightened up into a ball. Might not seem like much, but it's a good counter to the upward facing dogs. And then happy baby. Yes, this is a real yoga pose. Yes, it looks like I'm giving birth. And yes, it's effective. What I'm doing here is opening up my hips, opening up my lower back. And you can even see I'm a little shaky because I've already worked the glutes pretty hard. From here, get into some reverse crunches. Now, if you're a beginner, it's going to be very hard to get those hips up in the air. So I encourage you to start with just leg lifts. And I shouldn't use the word just because leg lifts are hard. And if you can just get up a little bit, come down. If you have to hit the ground, it's okay. But you want to work toward not hitting the ground and work those legs up over time. You don't ever really want to be hoisting yourself. You don't want to be going off of momentum. You want to be able to control your body weight. So both coming down and coming up, I'm in control of the speed. And I'm not even going to imitate if I were like throwing my weight up in the air because I don't want to hurt myself. But you can imagine what that would look like if it was a huge thrust, like I was doing bench press or something. That can be a very easy way to straining your back. So you want to take these slowly, and again, work your way up from the leg lift all the way into the reverse crunches. And then once you start to really feel confident with the reverse crunches and your balance, you can practice some air scissors, where you're rotating your legs, trying to create that 90-degree angle between them, while balancing everything really on your traps, on your upper back. And I'm not even using my arms for stability, which you can do. You know, you can make a much bigger base. But the smaller the base, the more balance that is required. Slowly lower our body. It's always nice to do a gentle stretch after pushing it a little. So we're taking our right leg, just laying it across, trying to keep our arms flat. Really breathe. Let everything creak and crack out. The more patient you are and deliberate and present in the stretch, breathing through it, the deeper you can go into the stretch, and the more it's going to benefit you. So now we're going to get back on our stomachs. Push back up to our downward facing dog. Vinyasana, upward facing dog. Vinyasana, downward facing dog. Okay, similar to before, but now we're going to go knee to opposite elbow. So after we put our foot up, we're going right knee to left elbow across our body. This is much harder. If you're a beginner, you could have your left knee on the ground, meaning you could be like this and try to just work getting across until eventually you can prop yourself up. Go for these badass crossovers. It's okay if I hop on the treadmill?
Go ahead.
Okay. One set here, and then we'll get on the treadmill. Were you going to use the treadmill?
No.
Okay, then I'm not going
to. This one?
No. I won't rush them. No, there's no rush.
Oh, no,
I was going to use the
I'm not
treadmill.
using it at all.
Okay. Thank you. All right, we don't have to rush the treadmill. You just finish this set properly with 5 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Come to our feet. Okay. Appreciate any of you guys that retweet, subscribe, like, all that stuff. Helps me try to build this thing, make it more fun, get more people involved. So we'll just touch our toes, obviously. I'm going to keep one arm down and open up to the other side. See, my right leg is straight, my left leg is slightly bent. Other way. Still forward. Great stretch for the lower back. Tough on balance. Takes practice, repetition. Balance. Keep stretching. Yoga flowing today. We're not going to rush through it. We do sometimes. Feet forward. Touching on toes. Touching in the middle. Going up. Oh, there we go. Growing. Let's watch from here. Turn it. I love that movement. Opens up the growing during the stretch. Other side. Through. Step up. And the lead foot, the toe facing forward, base foot perpendicular, upper leg straight, reach forward, triangle pose. Push. Middle, switch your feet. Go on the other. Right. Go back on the ground. We're going to do a quick double down here on my back. Extra set of cat-cows. What's up, Florida Nightmare? What's up, Ethan? Nice and deep. And one more set of donkey kicks. Just gonna go with the donkey kicks. Want to get the glutes warmed up. Other side. Okay. Groin stretch. Came in today, the bench press was pretty set up. So we're gonna roll with it. $25, $35. So right now there's just 35 on each side, which would put us at, it's 35 on each side, that's 70, 30, just 105 pounds. And a little warm up here. See how the shoulders and the chest feel. And a little pre-run pump. So again, just 100 pounds. Start to go. to warm up. All right, now we're at 135. Always like to do push and pull in sequence. So I'm gonna get a couple pull-ups in between bench press. Now we're going to do some bench press leg lifts at 135. You do not want to do this without a spotter, and you do not want to do this if you haven't practiced. Also without, you don't want to do it with heavy weight, it's going to be a bit dangerous. But you're going to see a reverse crunch meeting the bench press up in the air. So you get a great core workout on your abs, while also isolating your chest even more. 135. You really need your balance on point there, because if you lose your balance, you need serious trouble. So be careful when you try that. All right, notice the pull-ups. I think with pull-ups, it's better to try to really control your body weight opposed to just repping out as many as you can. All right. Another set of bench press leg lifts. 135. Do not try this the first time without a spotter. Do not try this the first time with a head weight and weight. Do it with a barbell. It takes practice. 2 sets. Whew. We're going to do real quick. Some single twists on the bench press. Great way to take a break without really taking a break. This is going to keep your pecs engaged, while also obviously working your obliques, your abs, and stretching out your lower back. Get one more set. This will be our third. I'll move in 1 second. There you go. 3 sets. One more set of pull-ups. So, all right. There we go. Set the body armor. Okay. We're going to do some band work. Just a 10-pound band, super light. We step through it, straight out. Straight up. tough after the pull-ups. And this is the hardest one. Press, stay wide, elbows together, press. Take our 40-pound. It's like having two 20-pound dumbbells. Go through our variant curls. So we start with a regular curl, where palm faces the sky at the top point. Hammer curl. Palms stay parallel to one another. Reverse curl. Palms facing the ground. Let's hold. Okay. There we go with the extra heavy. 80-pound band. Gotta keep those elbows in. Start with hammers. Regulars. Reverse. All right. And then one more thing to do before we start running. Some air squats. Get that butt out. You don't want your knees going forward. Right up to the tippy toes. And again, we're not trying to rep it out at maximum speed. We're trying to have our body under control. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick piss and we're gonna run. Let's get ready to run. So we've done yoga for about 30 minutes. We got 3 sets on bench press leg lifts. We got 3 sets of pull-ups. We got some different variations on our bands. And we're feeling very loose going into the run, which is a huge advantage. I'll give you guys a side angle today. Makes me look like I'm super slow, which is a little bit motivating. It's actually quite funny. You'll see, it looks like I'm going 2 miles an hour the whole time. I'll keep you guys updated on my speed and my distance. We're gonna run minimum 2 miles. Let's see how it goes. Okay. We're gonna open up at a 7 speed, which is a 8.5 minute pace, because we're nice and warmed up. up to a 7:3. 8:13 pace. And 7:5. It's an 8-minute pace. Whew. It's half a mile. Going up to 7.6. So we're at a 7:54 pace. Just got a text from Frank. But Instagram walk video up today. I've done that every day for 51 straight days. I need to know. Well, just upload. Okay. Just take it slow. That's better service here. There we go. Make sure I got it up on Twitter. Yep. All right. It's not working. Good morning, Frank. So we're going to go up to a 8 pace. We're almost at a mile and a half. Running at a 8 speed, 7:42 pace. And the gym is empty again. Woo! Going faster. 8:30. Almost a 7-minute mile pace time. strong. About to pass 2 miles. Very sweaty. Not winded in the slightest bit. All right. Two miles in about 15 and a half to 16 minutes. Come down to a 3.5. We're going to go up to a 15 incline. Call this the Maurice Britt March. Big missed opportunity for a lot of gym rats, especially ones that are already getting on the treadmill to run, is after the run, whether it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, doing an incline walk is a fantastic way to not almost, but truly superset your cardio and really engage the same set of muscles in a completely different way. See me twist side to side. It's great for your obliques, your abs, your hips. Also keeps your chest, biceps, and really the entire torso engaged. It also forces you to arch your back, so you're not walking hunched over. Standing tall. Come on. The running's easy, this part's hard. Don't be soft, Jags. Don't be soft. Work, 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 work. I'm just drowning in Jimi Hendrix. Man, what a legend. Oh, the way he plays the guitar. One of one. I know this part's kind of boring for the stream, I apologize. But it's so effective, especially if you're not in great cardiovascular shape. Forget about the 15 incline. You start with anything, which is normally going to be walking, and then walking uphill. Eventually you'll be able to jog flat, and you'll be able to run flat. From there, running coupled with intense uphill walk is going to completely change the composition of your core. I promise you, it's an incredibly effective way to attack cardio and get increasingly fast returns on your investment. You can hear it in my voice right now. This is getting me winded. This is the cherry on the sundae to really burn at the end of the cardio session. See if Frank responded. Nope. Just probably accepted the Instagram. Nope. Ah, God. Whew. Uh-oh. One's covered in sweat. All right, we got 2 minutes. And we'll have done a fast 2-mile run and a legit 10-minute Morty sprint uphill, incline walk. We already got bench press, pull-ups, one mini circuit on our bands, air squats, and a great yoga session. One minute, 15 seconds. No man mountain. We're out here on the Black Rock. Come on. 40 seconds. 35 seconds. Oh man, what's your name? Oh man, come on. 20 seconds. Ah. I wanted to sleep in today. It's always just important to remind everybody. Everything you do with purpose and intention does not need to be convenient to be the right move, both in the immediate and the long term. We got a disease spreading rapidly amongst the people called complacency, path of least resistance. You gotta go take it. You gotta go get it if you want it. All right, sorry, that's the endorphins talking. Great work on the cardio. Let's wipe it down. It does once again look like I had an accident. But that's okay. If you haven't picked up on it yet, I'm not much of a fashionista. I just walk around with Frank all day, so I look like I dress normal. And then, if I'm with Frank and Mikey Betts, that's when I can really fly under the radar. Yeah. All right. All right. So, after the run, what do we want to do? Let's get right back where we started, on the ground, stretching out, working our yoga. Starting with the cat-cows. We're obviously very loose now, so these should feel easy, comfortable, natural at this point in the workout. Now we're going to go into our donkey kicks. After walking uphill, the butt's on fire. We're going to lean into that right now. We're going to push it, literally. After 10, we're going into our fire hydrants. Other side. Out to the side. Fire hydrants. Coming back to our cross-legged seated position that we started on. Got a lot of sweat in my eyes right now. It hurts. Suck it up. Let's get rid of the music. I can't deal with these headphones in my way. All right. Seated twists. When you look at this on screen, it probably just looks very, very easy, very, very light. When you sit down and you do these, I think you're going to be very surprised by how much activity you feel and how many muscles you feel getting activated. Because even sitting with your legs crossed, you have to have good posture. You have to have your back straight. You have to be able to bend your legs, like quite literally. And the side-to-side movement, the twist movement, in my opinion, as I've said a million times before, this is probably the least focused on or most underrated aspect of building strength in all forms, universal strength. If you want to be able to be a long distance runner, a power lifter, a gymnast, you want to be able to jump high, you want to be able to run far, you want to be able to lift heavy, you want to be able to swim, you want to be able to do acrobatics, whatever the case is, you really need to have a strong inner base. It has to start from the inside out. This exercise is a representation of that. Okay, let's get on our back, get into some crunches, keeping our lower back flat on the ground intentionally, so we're putting no pressure on the back. It's just your shoulders and your head are crunching forward, while your legs are really doing the majority of the work, kicking up and out, and then crunching back in, which you're going to feel tremendous burn in your particularly lower abdomen as you hammer these out. And once you start to feel like, oh man, it's burning, at that point, let's do 20 more. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Switching my legs there. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now the key thing is keeping your legs up in the air, hands behind the head never touched the ground. Now we're going opposite elbow to opposite knee, but slowly, under control. Sometimes you see people in the gym doing bicycles like this. No, control your body. It's much harder. You're going to feel the burn much more, and the results consequently. Plant your feet without taking a break. Going right into our humpity dumpity humps. Really working the butt again. Stretching in our hamstring, in our groins. Really feeling our hips working. Plant one leg, lift the other. And opposite. Coming back up. And you go right leg over left knee. I can't emphasize enough how taking the time to get through a second round of stretching after you've done some lifting, after you've done some running, how advantageous it is to your recovery, to your muscle growth, to your flexibility, to your balance, to your endurance. It really does everything. Going through our normal yoga flow here. Downward facing dog, vinyasana, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, vinyasana, upward facing dog. Now we're going to work our way over to a side plank. Hand behind the head, elbow to knee. Opposite side. down into a plank. What we're actually going to do is a little torturous exercise I like. Plank crawl. Going backward, and then we're going forward. Going backward. I don't think I'm ready to quit. Let's do one more. All right. Child's pose. Try to get your butt really down between your legs, as close to the ground as you can. Will require your hips to open up. That plank crawl, let me tell you, that's a son of a bitch. All right, now our core's on fire, so let's keep it rolling here. Without having to just do boring or redundant sit-ups, we're going to get into a set of twists. And again, just not really taking breaks. Go from one thing to the next. Our feet are together. You can see my elbows are not touching my ribs. So my arms have to maintain these 90-degree bends. With just 10-pound weights, as you go side to side, over and over, it becomes heavy weight, particularly on your grip, on your forearms. It's going to make you better at pull-ups. And you almost forget altogether, after enough reps, about your abs and your obliques, which are probably getting the best burn of it all. Great example of coupling different muscles within one exercise. Another great exercise for injury prevention, because you're going to have to engage all of your different muscles. You're going to have to be cognizant of form from head to toe and be intentional with every muscle group and every movement. It's always going to come back to body control. It's where we're going to find our best fitness, our healthiest fitness. Maybe not the most muscular or biggest guy at the gym or whatever, but it's not what the goal is. The goal is to figure out how to feel good for yourself. You got to do it purely for yourself. All right, so what we do here, called the Muhammad Ali, once it starts to really hurt, and now I'm starting to really feel the pain, we start counting. So let's go for 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 20. As I get tired, you'll see the dumbbell start to sag lower. And then I'll make sure I raise them back up, where the bottom part of the dumbbell is basically hitting the middle of my ribs. 20. 21. 30. 40. 50. All right, let's speed it up now. We're gonna do 50 more, but like a boxer. Be very careful if you're doing this fast with 10 pounders, as you can easily let one go and fucking break somebody or something. All right, let's go. 25 more. It's 100. Let's hold. Resistance exercises hurt. You feel tedious, almost like self-torture. That's how you know it works. That's how you know it's the good stuff. Embrace the pain. Switch grip to reverse. Maintain hold. All right. So now my biceps are obviously a bit on fire after that great twist set. So what do we do from there? Get this barbell out of the way first of all. I think I'll balance. Okay. And then what we're going to do is, which one's the right one? Oh, okay, nice. Is a little bit of triceps. Triceps, you guys have seen me do it a million times if you've ever watched before. What we're going to do is come straight down and watch my hands at the bottom point, at the flex point. They're going to go out to the sides. That's going to give us that extra flex. Get to 10, we're not taking a break, we're not breaking the flow, we're just going to step forward and go into skull crunchers. The way I look at it is if you did these exercises one arm at a time with dumbbells and similar weight, it's going to take you 400% longer to get the same amount of work done. So I strongly recommend taking advantage of the tower rope if you're lucky enough to have access to one. My favorite easy way to get in a good triceps pump without taking up much time. Definitely did more than 10 there. Take a sip of water. And again, taking breaks, getting on your phone, it's the great enemy. So if we want to take a little break between our triceps, let's get some more air squats. Make sure we get nice and low, get the butt out, the knees aren't going forward. Now by the end of our triceps workout, we're also going to have gotten an extra air squat pump. Air squats quite literally release testosterone for you. So you're not, it's not in your head, and it's not special to me or to anyone else if they magically feel quite literally happier, better, more productive, more positive after they've done air squats. As the great Ron Burgundy would say, it's science. Okay, back to our triceps. Straight down now. Down now. There's 10. Trying to do it so I'm on screen for you guys. This would be the wiser way. And here we go, skull crunchers. A little bit of a side angle. You can see how I go all the way back and under control. So you really feel that burn back there. Sure, pushing forward's tough, but controlling, bringing it all the way back is where the real work gets done. All right, that's 2 sets. 2 double sets. Let our triceps rest. Another set of air squats. I am going up to my tippy toes, if you can't see, to get that calf lift at the end of the air squat, which is obviously important to know because we're getting great calf work building up our calf muscles when we do this. All right, last set on triceps. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Skull crunchers. All right. Gonna grab our bands. Just do a couple more pumps here. Start with our shoulders. We did one of these before we ran. Now we're going to do another. And after the workout today, I'm going to stay in the gym because it's empty. I'm going to film a bunch of YouTube shorts that will go up on my YouTube page. Very much appreciate anybody who's willing to subscribe. The end goal here is for me to really prove to the bosses at Barstool that this can become a profitable entity for them and for the team. And also just a really fun initiative that I think fits the company. And it's not because Barstool is a famously in shape company, but it's because we're a sports media company. And we love talking shit about all these athletes. So I think it'd be kind of fun for us to get in the lab ourselves, have no shame, drink a little humble sauce, challenge ourselves, challenge each other. We'll have some feel-good stories. We'll probably have some people that are on the more aggressive side, probably have some people that rag on each other. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to be nothing but upside for everybody. Not to mention all the incredible athletes that we have as guests and visitors all the time. I could envision a world where, much like with the gauntlet on the Yak, we have different celebrity athletes come in and whoop our ass in different types of fitness challenges. I really feel like there's a good market for that. So you guys know what my mission is. It doesn't cost any money to subscribe. I'm not trying to sell you something. I'm trying to build something quality for you to enjoy. And if you don't, say less. That will work itself out. All right. We're going to finish. I'm going to change. Yeah. Okay. We're going to finish with our heavy. What is this motherfucker? Yeah. So this guy is 50, and it says extreme. I have one in the office that's 90. So you can really get these at all different weights. Like the yellow's 10, the black's 40, but I do like the 50 weight, particularly for these hammer curls you're seeing right now. And the reverse curls, which we'll go into right now. The palms facing upward. This really gets you stronger at pull-ups. Really makes your grip strength go to the next level. And that's functional strength. That's opening up a ketchup bottle. That's looking some big badass NFL legend in the eye and shaking his hand and not feeling like you just got put into a fucking metal crusher, car crusher. All the way to just pull-ups themselves. Back into some hammers. And hold. Regular grip. Hammer grip. Reverse grip. This kind of band work. Pump. And the reverse to finish is what's going to blow up your arms. Okay. Because it got me, I think, more views than any other thing I've done. New tradition. Take the shirt off before I change after a workout. Great work today, guys. Get after it. Enjoy the weekend. Good luck with football. And I hope my picks hit. NFL got to get both for 60%. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Have a good weekend.